Welcome back to another amazing video, guys. In this video we'll be talking about WEF vision for 2025 and a sneak peek into the future. But that being said, guys, I'm your host Crypto UL with UL Exchange. If you guys are new to this channel, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel and hit the bell notification so you can be notified every single time I drop information packed videos just like the one you're watching right now. And by that being said, guys, let's just get straight into it. So 17 ways, this is on their website by the way, they said 17 ways technology could change the world by 2025. Let's see. And these are the plans. This was the 2030 agenda. They pushed it back, right? They're not pushing it forward anymore. They're trying to implement it as fast and as close as they can. So this 2025 agenda, they're seeking to implement. There's 17 things they want to implement, and then we'll go through all of them. So number one is AI optimized manufacturing. Paper and pencil tracking, luck, significant global travel, and opaque supply chains are part of today's status quo, resulting in large amounts of wasted energy. Everything is about so-called energy and climate change. Gotcha. Materials and time, accelerated in part by long-term shutdowns of international and regional travel by COVID-19. Companies that design and build products will rapidly adopt cloud-based technologies to aggregate, intelligently transform, and contextually present product and process data for manufacturing lines throughout their supply chains. By 2025, this is the main key point, this ubiquitous stream of data and the intelligence algorithms crushing it will enable manufacturing lines to continually optimize towards higher levels of output and product quality, reducing overall waste and manufacturing by 50%. As a result of this, we will enjoy high quality products produced faster at a lower cost to our pocketbooks and their environment. They're talking about the lower cost to them. This is the whole agenda here. Okay, the CO2, the carbon emission, you see you'll be walking, and throughout the whole power right there, they control you through your walk with the solar power, with the charge of vehicles, the Wi-Fi symbol, the energy, the whole ecosystem of so-called the fake green agenda. They'll be creating their own weather technology. You know, they'll be manufacturing everything and then recycling everything into so-called this green agenda. And then you're going to graduate and then you're going to be a slave and then do this whole agenda again and again, recycle all around it. This is their whole agenda. This is where they're trying to lead us. And I'm so happy they put the AI optimization manufacturing first, because this implements and this shows us where their mind is at. Where do they even want to lead us? Where do they want to put us in the future? Because they're just looking at us like things. They want to pick you up and then say, hey, this purple Sharpie belongs in that cage, and then this blue Sharpie belongs in that cage. This purple Sharpie has been in this cage too long. He feels a little freedom. He thinks the cage is big enough he can run around. Let's put him in the smaller cage over here. This is how they want to control us, and they want to make us slaves of the system by putting us in this whole agenda of their own AI generated agenda. And then what? You lose your job. You'll be using universal basic income. And then what happens with the universal basic income? You'll be going through the whole recycling system again. This is what they see and envision of life for us. Nobody gonna let that happen. Number two, a far-reaching energy transformation. In 2025, carbon footprints will be viewed as socially unacceptable. So what if I get my Bugatti and I can't drive it? That's what you're telling me? Sad. Much like drink driving isn't today, the COVID-19 pandemic will have focused the public's attention on the need to take action to deal with threats to our way of life, our health, and our future. Public attention will drive government policy and behavioral changes with carbon footprints. This is the whole main agenda, okay? Carbon footprints, climate change. This is how they're going to get you, saying the whole world is shifting. This is a new things going on in the world. Our world is not capable. Our world cannot handle it. So we have to move on to this new climate change, and everyone has to obey like slaves, like robots, and view it as socially unacceptable. So they're trying to put it in a category where you do something crazy, such as murder, and it's going to be socially unacceptable. Your carbon footprint will be socially unacceptable and deducted from your what? Carbon credit system. Public attention will drive governments, policy, and health and our future. But individuals, companies, and countries will seek the quickest. Every time they want to do something quick, they have sacrifice for something else. And most affordable ways to achieve net zero. Again, whenever they're talking about money, they're talking about money for themselves, to make it simpler and easier and cheaper for themselves. The elimination of their carbon footprint. You think they'll be decreasing their carbon footprint? No. But you will. You will decrease your carbon footprint, but they won't. Because you're a part of the matrix and you will listen to what they say. The creation of a sustainable net zero future will be built through a far-reaching energy transformation that significantly reduces the world's carbon emissions through the emergence of a massive carbon management industry that captures, utilizes, and eliminates carbon dioxide. We'll see a diversity of new technology aimed at both reducing and removing the world's emission, unleashing a wave of innovation that compare with the industrial and digital revolution of the past. This is where they're leading us, right into the gutter. They're not going to slaughter all the sheep until all the sheep are there. They're not going to slaughter all the sheep until all the sheep are there. So when you're here, running around, boom, they're going to get you. And then bring you to the slaughterhouse, and then once everyone is locked in, you have all the sheep. Yes, we do. Slaughter them. That's how they're going to get us. Or the so-called, they're going to try. A new era of computing. By 2025, quantum computing will have outgrown its infancy. Quantum computers are what will crack the safes. When I say the safes, is quantum computers is what will crack cryptocurrencies. Quantum computers is what will crack your ledger. Again, depending on if it's available to the whole public or if it's available to a certain few governments. Again, you have to be extremely careful. A first generation of commercial devices will be able to tackle meaningful real-world problems. One major application of this new kind of computer will be the simulation of complex chemical reaction, a powerful tool that opens up new avenues in drug development. Quantum chemistry calculations will also aid the design of novel materials with desired properties. For instance, better catalysts for automotive industry that curb emissions and help fight climate change. Again, everything is leading to the climate change. We're only on number 3. You see, they will get you with the nice pictures. Oh, recycle. Oh, fruits. But what's the whole agenda behind it? Sinister agenda. Number 4 is healthcare paradigm shift to prevention through diet. Healthcare systems will adopt more preventative health approaches based on the development science behind the health benefit and plant-rich, nutrition-dense diets. They said after the pandemic of 2020, consumers will be more aware of the importance of their underlying health and will increase demand healthier foods to help support their natural defenses. And then we come here to the 5G, and will enhance the global ecosystem and save lives. Whenever a 5G tower is implemented, you are imagine yourself being in a tyrant country. We're basically living in a socialist country, which is China. There's cameras everywhere that will track your every move. You do such thing as a jaywalk. You're thinking, oh, nobody's looking at me. It doesn't matter. No cars here. Let me just jaywalk. You'll get instantly fined to your phone, and then you'll be paying that fine, or else things will be held against you. 5G will enable the global economy and save lives. And then all this radiation will be coming as well. So he said overnight, reminds me of XRP. We've enhanced a sharp increase in delivery service with a need for day-to-day goods from providers like Amazon and Instacart, but it has been limited. With 5G networks in place tied directly into autonomous bots, goods will be delivered safely within the hour. Are we sacrificing faster services for our detriment of our health? I don't believe so. This is just their whole agenda. And the rollout of 5G creates markets that we only imagine, like self-driving bots, along with a mobility as a service economy and others we can't imagine, but they can definitely imagine, and they're already planning on it. Healthcare, a new normal in managing cancer. Technology drives data. Data catalyzes knowledge, and knowledge enables empowerment. In tomorrow's world, cancer will be managed like any chronic health condition. We'll be able to precisely identify what we may be facing and be empowered to overcome it. In other words, a new normal will emerge in how we can manage cancer. We will see more early and proactive screenings with improved diagnostic innovations such as in better genome sequence technology, and it's just overall better technology. And over here it says cancer will no longer be cured. Cursed C, word that inspires such fear among people. You got God, you shouldn't fear these type of things. You should also stir away from foods that have high cancer. Now moving on to the number 7, robotic retail. I'm just going to speed through it a little bit, okay guys? So with disrupt this 100-year-old 5 trillion industry, $5 trillion, and all its stakeholders will experience significant change. Retailers will operate at a high order of magnitude on productivity, which will in turn result in positive and enticing returns in the online grocery business. Quote unquote unheard of at the moment, this technology also unlocks broader access to food and a better customer proposition to consumers at large speed. Again, carbon neutral, and then they're talking about speed. They're trying to push everything, shove everything down your throat. Speed, product availability, and cost. Store level and can operate 5 to 10% more cheaply than a brick and mortar store. Robotics retail. Number 8, a blurring of physical and virtual spaces. That's how they're going to combine everything through the metaverse. Number 9, putting individuals, not institutions, at the heart of the healthcare. You'll be getting surgery from robots. Again, the precision is extreme, but displacing people from jobs. Number 10, the future of construction has already begun. Again, the whole ecosystem over here they're trying to implement. And then what happens? You lose your job again. Number 11, gigaton scale CO2 removal will help to reverse climate change. A scale up negative emission technology such as carbon dioxide removal will remove climate relevant amounts of CO2 from the air. And if they have the technology to do so, why don't they implement it? Why are they pushing this whole green agenda? There's a new thing coming. Are you prepared for it? A new era in medicine. Look at it. They make it look so cool, right? New era in medicine. Medicine has always been on a quest to gather more information, more knowledge, and understanding of the human biology for better clinical decision making. AI is that new tool that will enable us to extract more insights at an unprecedented level from all the medical big data that has never really been fully taken advantage of in the past. It will shift the world of medicine and how it is practiced. Come down, number 13, clothing the weather gap. Are they going to be creating weather? Are they going to be creating rain like they did? I wonder if they will. Of course they will. Improvements in AI will finally put access to wealth creation within the reach of the masses. Financial advisors who are knowledge workers have been mainstay of wealth management, using customized strategies to grow a small nest egg into larger ones. Since knowledge workers are expensive, access to wealth management has often meant you already need to be wealthy to preserve and grow your wealth. As a result, historically, wealth management has been of reach of those who need it most. Again, artificial intelligence, they're talking about just like you don't need to know how near field communication works using Apple Pay. Tens of millions of people won't have to know modern portfolio theory to be able to make their money work for them. Is this truly true? We shall see. A clean energy revolution supported by digital twins. Understanding the microscopic secrets hidden on surfaces. 16. Machine learning and AI expenditure, decarbonization in carbon-heavy industries. And number 17, the last one, privacy is pervasive and prioritized. These efforts will be led by the cross-functional teams representing the data, privacy, and security interests within an organization. By 2025, PET, privacy enhanced technologies, as technology category will become mainstream. There will be foundational elements of enterprise privacy and security strategies rather than an add-on or added on component integrated only meet a minimum compliance threshold. All these 17 agendas, by the way, guys, how will technology change the world in the next 5 years? We're already in 2023. We have 2 more years technically, right? 2023 to complete and then 2024 to complete. 2 more years. Let's just say by mid 2025, things will be crazy. We have 2.5 years, and they are planning on implementing all of these 17 technologies we have already spoken about by when? By 2025. This is the agenda, this is the vision of the world. The World Economic Forum envisions it for us, the new world order. Are we ready to live in a world like this? Even if we're not ready, will they continue to implement their sinister agenda? We shall see, guys. We're only 2.5 years away, and this seems like a lot. This is something we also need to understand did not just start today, did not just start on 2020. This has been started back in the day. They're just slowly showing us to the public and to the masses. I appreciate you guys for tuning in with me and staying to the end. I hope you understood and got more knowledge out of this and understand what their sinister agenda is behind WEF, the World Economic Forum, and how they will implement these agendas and how we can fight back as a public. With that being said, guys, I'm your host, Crypto UL with UL Exchange. If you enjoyed the show, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel if you're new, and share it with anybody you know and needs to understand where the world is headed, how others want to dictate the way you live by the carbon neutral system and everything else, guys. I'll see you in the next video. As always, God bless. Peace out.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that did deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you talking and where you walking, or you and your homies might get lined in chalk. I really hate to trip, but I gotta low as they croak.